Hi Capricorn, welcome to High Priestess Tarot. This is your reading for the rest of the month of August 2018. I'm going to go right ahead into the energies for you at this time. So let's get started here. I do see that you have, at the beginning of this week, you have the Five of Wands clarified by the Seven of Pentacles here. So what I'm seeing is that you might be engaging in some kind of conflict with someone who has different opinions from you. And but this is futile, like it's really not going to get you anywhere. It's kind of just going to distract you from your path, what it is that you're wanting to move forward with. Differences of opinion here is what I'm seeing, and just different perspectives. Like it's like there's a need for you to just accept that other people have different opinions than you do. Also, a sense of fighting for a specific status. Maybe you're fighting over a job or just like a status at work, possibly, um, is what I'm seeing. So there's a need to release ego and, refrain from conflict. So at the middle of the week, I do see that you do have the Two of Swords clarified by the Eight of Cups. So you might be wanting to leave something behind in the past, but you're indecisive and you're called upon to follow your inner wisdom, your intuition. Maybe whatever conflict is going on right now can be viewed from a higher perspective, and there's a need to really follow your intuition on this, so that because you want everyone to be happy in the situation, like you want everyone to get some kind of benefit out of the decisions that you make. Okay, you may be focusing on how you want to mold your life, like the path that you want to take. You've tried different things in your life, and now you're wanting to step uh, into a new journey and do things differently this time, is what I'm seeing. Okay, it's all about your perspective and how you want to mold your life, how you want it to go. Okay, I do see at the end of the week that you have the Knight of Cups in reverse clarified by the Moon. So here there's kind of like a sense of overwhelm when it comes to emotions. Um, there's might be a lack of clarity and a sense of not knowing all the answers. There's a lot hidden from you at this time, and just confusion possibly. Being overwhelmed by your emotions is what I'm feeling, basically. I do sense water energy here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Um, I see all energies so far in this reading. You have fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. And at the beginning of the week, next week, I do see that you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the King of Wands. So what this is showing me is that there is a lack of cooperation in the situation. Someone kind of really wants to have their way, stand their ground, and do things the way that they want them to be done. So this could be in a work situation or just in general. This type of energy of like really needing to cooperate. Like I'm seeing that for sure. Like there's a need to embrace the fact that other people have different opinions or ways of doing things than you do, but you're called upon to really learn how to work with other people, okay, to achieve results. So yeah, and at the middle of the week, I do see that you have the Emperor here, clarified by the Nine of Swords. So there's a sense of either you or someone that you're dealing with wanting complete perfection, in a situation. Maybe you're stressing about just needing to be perfect, needing to always have the answers. Um, maybe there's a structured environment that's just causing you a lot of anxiety too. Like there's no room for error, and you have a lot like hanging over you type of thing, like other people's expectations possibly. You're trying to maintain balance because you're feeling a little bit like you have to make sure that you're on stable ground, is what I'm seeing. Like yeah, I need to watch where you step, if that makes sense to you. Um, you may be dealing with an Aries in particular, someone in authority that could be causing anxiety in your life. Or this could be you, you know, you need to be more forgiving with yourself or with others, is what I'm seeing. Okay, and at the end of the week, this week you do have the Devil in reverse, clarified by the Six of Cups in reverse. So there's a need to break free from something, a situation that feels toxic or you feel trapped. You could be trying to release negative habits, um, or just maybe you're having some kind of like an identity crisis, you know what I mean? In which you feel like maybe your body, like you know, your body image is distorted at this time, and you need to really reclaim your sense of self, if that makes sense. Okay, and you're maybe clinging to the past, thinking about the past, um, possibly a toxic past, like things that you have gone through that were not very positive, and there's a need to break free from that in order to move forward. Okay. Um, so yeah, and I'm seeing that at the beginning of the last week of August, you have the Lady of Swords, you know, the Queen of Swords, in reverse, clarified by the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe you're holding back from expressing something, an opinion or a feeling, something that you've been harboring. There's a sense of like sweeping things under the rug in order to avoid an argument. Some kind of sense of a grudge being held. For some of you, you just need to kind of like unblock your throat chakra and, you know, really speak your truth and let people know what's on your mind, what you've been feeling. You know, and if this is in terms of finances, then you need to be more clear and decisive when it comes to how you're spending your money, what you're saving, is what I'm seeing. Okay. Yeah, and you may be dealing with an Aquarius in particular, or Libra or Gemini. You know, I see all energies here. Um, so yeah, and then at the middle of the week, the last week of August, I do see that you have the Five of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. So once again, the same message of don't engage in conflict because it's futile. You're really not going to get anywhere. Just let bygones be bygones. Release the ego and the need to be right, you know, because it's really not going to get you anywhere to engage in conflict here, okay? So, yeah, if you're fighting over money, you know, just try to be more sensible when it comes to this, when it comes to your finances. Okay, so at the end of the week, the last week of August, you do have the Four of Cups in reverse, clarified by Temperance. So I'm seeing here kind of the same sense of like, it's like a feeling of walking on eggshells, you know what I mean? You're trying to escape possibly a situation that's hostile. I just feel hostility here. There is a need for you to look at your situation, like make the right decisions. Like whatever decisions you're making right now are very, very important. Make sure you know what you're doing ahead of time before you act on it, is what I'm seeing, okay? Cover all of your bases, is what I'm seeing. And yeah, maybe at one point there was a sense of complacency, but now you're wanting to escape this situation that you're in and kind of sneak away in a way. But like I said, just be very careful of the steps that you're taking. If this is in regards to a relationship, you may really be feeling like you're walking on eggshells, or the person that you're with may feel like you're walking on eggshells. Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius in particular, or a water sign here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. And then I did pull some general oracle cards for you for this month. And we have, looks like we have Awaken, okay, and you have Sorrow. So here what I'm seeing with these cards is that you might be awakening to a truth. You might be needing to come to terms with something that possibly is not the most comforting. Like maybe there's news that you receive in a situation that makes you feel kind of like uneasy, but there's a need to face the truth, you know what I mean? is what I'm seeing here. Some of you are going through a major spiritual awakening, and there's a sense of kind of like, you know how when, what's that phrase that's saying it's like the more you know, the more you wish you didn't know, in a way. That could be going on, you know, that could be a scenario. So, so yeah, and then the moon once again here, you know, emotional emotions, awakening to your emotions. Your intuition is definitely important this month, is what I'm sensing. But a big awakening. You're going to be receiving truth in a situation. Okay? Some of you might be, you know, realizing that you and your partner have become very distant, you know, realizing that there are things that need to be worked on in your relationship. Okay, and then your Romance Angels Oracle cards, which I pulled for you, are the following. You have Worth Waiting For, Divine Timing is at work in your love life. You have Free Yourself, okay? It's time to take control of your life. Take back control of your life. And then you have Wedding. The situation involves marriage. So some of you are married, and you might be feeling like you're walking on eggshells, like I said before, and need to express yourself because maybe there's a feeling of not being able to do that. So if you're thinking about leaving your romantic or leaving your um, partner, you know, think about it. You know, take your time and think about this. Maybe you've lost your sense of identity in this relationship, in this marriage, and you need to reclaim your identity again. You know what I mean? And this will be good for you. This could be very good for your relationship, you know, to do this. Maybe there are things that you've waited a long time to express to your partner, and it's time to express them now, you know? For those of you who are single, it is, you know, it's worth the wait to wait for the right person to come into your life. And possibly, like, you might be feeling like it's time for you to settle down, and you need to free yourself from this type of thinking in which, like, you have to have something at a certain time, you have to be you know, married by a certain time in your life. Free yourself from those type of expectations and just allow yourself to wait for the right person to enter your life. Allow yourself to just wait for the right, you know, things to fall into place for you when it comes to your love life. Okay, so that's what I'm sensing for you guys. I'm really hoping that this made sense to you. I'm sure this resonated for most of you, actually. So, but if you would like a personalized reading, my website is www.hipriestessreadings.com, okay? And go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. I would love that, of course. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your month, and blessed be.